During a press conference today, Jagdeo revealed that government confirmed Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation Chair Cassandra Alves and Justice Claudette LeBennett as nominees acceptable by President Granger. Both women were part of a list of 8 nominees the President submitted to Jagdeo as part of consultations last week. But according to Jagdeo, the opposition is still unclear as to which of his 11 nominees have the President's no objection.
We'll share these letters with you to see that we've been seeking to meet since the President said he wants to conclude the matter by Monday. We sought to meet over the weekend, no response about that. Then suddenly, out of the blue, they submitted 2 names to us. We don't know what this means, what it means for their list of 8 that they submitted, whether they shortlisted their own shortlist.
Jagdeo pointed out that when the government's representatives met his representatives last week, they shortlisted names without the President's approval.
Apparently they dropped 1, but none of this has been done with the President's approval. None of this has been done with the President's approval. They undertook to get this. That is what they said, because they came to the meeting and said, we can't tell you what the President is thinking. So, or maybe they're done with his approval, but that's their instruction. So that's a minor point. We see, as I said before, the elephant in the room. Whether it's 5 or 6, it's not an issue. Has any been acceptable to the President? Any of the 11? That's what we've been trying to find out for a whole week after all these engagements. And the answer is, until today, we're not clearer if a single one or 6. The names have to find consensus on both sides. Because I have to be sure that these are people who will act in a manner that is fair and in accordance with the Constitution.
Jagdeo also criticized the President for his recent admonitions that the opposition leader acted in bad faith by resubmitting previously rejected names. According to Jagdeo, he submitted those names because of an agreement between himself and the President.
The President said, and I quote, "It is unfortunate that despite the meetings between the 2 sides, the leader of the opposition rejected the idea of acting in a consensual manner. He chose to put forward candidates for the post who have been previously rejected." Now, everyone knows that this is a lie, total lie. The President himself, after the meeting at his office on July 4th, in response to a question from a representative of the media, said the following: "If I could add, the Director General was quite clear. The leader of the opposition is free to submit the names which have already been submitted in the 3 previous iterations."
Meanwhile, Jagdeo noted that the government side had held out the possibility of a meeting between him and the President today. Up to press time, there had been no confirmation of such a meeting. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.